Hey, what's up everyone? I've attempted this video once, but it shut down and messed up, and then I tried it again. It said the video's corrupt. I'm going to try it one more time. So, check out what happened last night. Not only did New York City have another power outage, just 3 days after the other one, they experienced 2,100 customers that lost electricity due to a blackout. They claimed it was a transformer overload, and a couple of hours later they experienced outages in Hendersonville affecting 9,000 customers. 9,000 people were without electricity in Hendersonville, and they claimed it was due to an equipment malfunction. Now, it will be easy to hack and mess these things up, and with temperatures they're stating to expect power outage particularly in Washington, D.C., New York City, and one other state they're mentioning. So why mention those particular states? But last time that power outage happened, 3 days ago, Tennessee had power outages in Brentwood and surrounding areas of over 4,000 or over 6,000 customers and 4,000 customers in Nashville area, in the NES area. Why does it seem to correlate Nashville and New York? Con Edison was the company, fitting name. Con Edison, who was given all the credit that Nikola Tesla should have had. And power was restored on Staten Island after outage leaves thousands in the dark last night. Con Edison, fitting name. Just 3 days after the Manhattan blackout, thousands of Con Edison customers are without power in Staten Island. The Con Edison customers were tweeting online, and they said Mayor Bill de Blasio said 2,100 customers were affected by the outage. The service was expected to be restored by 7:30 p.m., but they said, well, the company later had to say that it would last throughout the night, and then it was finally restored early this morning. Some people said, oh, it went out around, and then it came back on, then it went off a couple more times, and then it completely went out. And other people were stating, well, they said the substation has a redundancy alternative substation which then kicks in and the host substation goes down. 2,100 customers were without electricity at the time of 2 a.m. was the restoration occurred. Workers appeared to focus their efforts to a nearby substation with the South Railroad Avenue area. Some residents said their power didn't stay on for long, but with more extreme heat expected, they wondered if they're prepared. And they said, now that you mention it, maybe you should have some kind of backup power on hand, backup power supplies like a power bank and flashlights. And there are also still around 400 customers without power in the Nashville and surrounding areas. But they said preliminary reports are showing a faulty relay protection system is what caused the New York City power outage. And then the power outage hit Staten Island, and they claimed it was after a fire at the Con Ed substation. And now they're telling people, hey, triple-digit temperatures will or could likely bring blackouts to New York City, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. Now, why mention those particular states, I don't know. But they said an upcoming heat wave real feels of 110 to 115 degrees could have power outages as a result in the central and eastern United States, including the major metropolitan areas of New York City, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. Maybe because of their dense population in those areas. But as temperatures rise, and they said more people will be turning on air conditioning to have relief from the heat and use a lot of energy, they said there's always the high demand in the summer for energy, and it could cause failures of equipment. They're claiming that the power outage that hit Manhattan was not caused by heat, but a transformer fire. And they said temperatures are expected to reach over 100 degrees. They said that a smaller scale power outage happened tonight, or last night, in the Con Edison company area, and they said the hot and humid conditions are expected across the eastern United States for the end of this week. Obviously, you can see here the buildings and no electricity. And they stated power failures could take place. Now, it wasn't hot tonight in Tennessee, and 9,000 Hendersonville customers lost their electricity. So could you explain why 9,000 people lost their electricity a couple of hours after New York lost the electricity again in Hendersonville, Tennessee? When last time in Tennessee, 6,000 customers or more lost electricity a couple of hours after the last blackout? Something's going on there. And by the way, an earthquake hit at 12:30 last night in Tennessee and Missouri. It was reported in, there was also an earthquake reported near Irmo, South Carolina. 1 hour ago, there was an earthquake reported in the news in South Carolina, as well as 5 hours ago, an earthquake rattled Tennessee and Missouri. Suddenly, just got another report that 1,679 customers are without electricity in Davidson County, in the Nashville and surrounding areas. Now that goes from Nashville to Hendersonville, so that's from Davidson to Sumner. So especially southwest Nashville is the majority affected area here. Southwest Nashville, there are probably a little over 1,000 customers without electricity just suddenly within southwest Nashville. Now tell me that's not a coincidence when now, this wasn't on the list earlier, there was just a couple hundred, then all of a sudden 1,000 right here in southwest of Nashville, just after they fixed 9,000 customers in this area of Hendersonville that lost electricity at the same time as New York this morning. So something's definitely going on, and it's too much to be coincidental. But anyway, moving on, peace, much love, just had to share an update. Links are below.